All right, guys, how you all doing? Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, good afternoon. Everywhere you are connected to us from. Good afternoon, Lagos. Good afternoon, Abuja. Good afternoon, Ibadan. Good afternoon, Asaba. Good afternoon, Abeokuta. Good afternoon, all. It's almost night at Dubai right now, so speak. Also, good afternoon to you in the UK and also to the US. I say good morning to you, whatever part of the world you are connected to right now. And I welcome you to this particular segment of the trading today under the G and A platform. Yes, my name is Dr. Richard Ajayi. I'm currently the MD of Gtext and Associates, and we are here with this particular segment to teach you things that are known to help you improve on your sales skills, to also help you equip yourself with the psychology of sales. Today we're looking at the psychology of sales, and there are so many things people don't understand when it comes to psychology of sales. So all you have to do, please, as you are connecting with us, where are you connected to? Where are you looking at? Where are you connected to this program from? Then also, you also need to share. Please share this program up to 50 times and share it up to 50 times. Please share it and let a lot of people to get to understand this part. Now, I'm going to ask this question. Now, have you ever wondered why every time you are in danger, as in you're in the face of danger? Let me take an example. Now, there's this common one we normally use. For example, when you were growing up as a child, there must be something you were always scared of. For example, a dog is chasing you. Now, a dog takes you to a corner, to a particular street where you have a fence. And from nowhere and from reasons how you can't explain, you were able to scale through that particular fence in seconds. And the following day, you come back and check. Was it me that climbed this particular fence? How did I go through this fence? How did I scale through this fence? Now, there's something you need to understand. That is the power of adrenaline. Now, adrenaline was released in your body, and the way the system works, that's what you call survival mode. That's how the way your body was created, your mind, everything was built. That at the point of danger, your body or your mind, the release of adrenaline comes to play where you try to survive, try to save yourself, try to get away from the challenge. And that is what happens most times. And now let me tell you something, the same thing happens to you, or that happens physically, also happens to you mentally. Like I would say, every man has a lion in them. Depends on the day you unveil that lion. That's when you actually know you have the lion. Now, what's lion? That's courage. You have that boldness. And a lot of people don't understand that part. And that's why I think sales is rocket science. Sales is not rocket science. Sales is very, very, very simple. I am from Azad. Oh, nice to have you, Mohammed Zahab Raja from Pakistan. Thank you for coming. Suleiman Ayobami watching from Ibadan. Awesome. Thank you for coming. Tulokwe Morufu. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for coming also. Like I said, thank you for coming. Share this video 50 times. Share, let it get around. Let it go viral. And the truth is this, there's something called psychology of sales. Now, when you say psychology, when you say sales, there are two different things. But when you put them together, you understand the secrets of sales that makes top people, sales expert, sales masters, become mastery of what? They master the skill of sales. And that's something I'll be sharing with you. Can I have my slide, please? Thank you very much. So the next one, psychology of sales, is what we're looking at today. The next one, please. All right, my name is Richard Ajayi. I'm a seasoned sales strategist and an online brand expert that helps high-performance individuals, organizations, and SMEs to maximize their potentials and performance to deliver successful sales and a strong online brand presence in the last 8 years. I have a background training in industrial labor relations. That's Olabisi Obana University. I'm a member of the Institute of Strategic Management in Nigeria. Also project management training. I've done my PMP, and also I'm a neuro-linguistic programming member, a member of the Life Coach Academy, that's UK, also a member of the Commonwealth Coaching Council. I also got a certificate for social marketing for small business from LinkedIn. Highly skilled and experienced digital marketer. I also got another certificate for marketing communication for international consumer, and that's MSBM UK. Currently, I'm the pioneer managing director for Gtext and Associates, where I took up the task of building, structuring, and expanding the G&A towards what raising 1 million billionaires between now and 2027. That's massive. That is a goal. That's where we are going to. Next slide, please. Now, what is sales psychology? It's very important. What is sales psychology? 1 minute. Let me just pull up this from here also, so I can have full view. What is sales psychology? Now, sales psychology can be defined as a process that studies the psyche of your target markets to sell your services and products. Look at the word there. It's a process. One, it studies the psyche of your target markets to sell what your service or product. Now, the process are steps, are patterns, repeated patterns. Now, for example, a lot of people, as we are going to be going further, you will learn that a lot of people actually buy, they don't just buy products based on because they want to buy. There are things that make them to actually buy. So this is what you call sales psychology. It's also covered, instead of convincing customers that they need your offering, you find ways to market to their current wants and needs. Instead of convincing customers that they need your offerings, you find ways to market to their current wants and needs. Now, there are a number of ways in which individuals buy a particular product or subscribe to a particular service. Now, some use logic and reason over emotion when purchasing new products. Some use logic and reason. Some, they think about it, oh, do I need it or do I not need it? They look at the perspective of this thing, do I need it? Is it important? It's not important. Yeah, that's what some people do when they are buying. In other cases, the person buys what impulsively and what rationalize the purchase later. Meaning, people buy emotionally. Oh, I like this color. Now, when they bought it already, now when they get back to their location or back to their house, they're like, this thing, do I really need it? I don't know if you've ever gone through that kind of experience. I've experienced that before. Those days of the molware, I don't know if you know they call molware. Those yellow buses, then those big yellow buses in Lagos, those years where you enter the bus and they sell several things to you in the bus. I was in a particular bus and the driver, and there was somebody selling a particular drug. Trust me, this guy was a master salesman. He sold, even me, I bought that product. Should I shock you? After buying that product, I go back to my house. I did not use that product. That product was in my house for 1 year. It expired on my table. Why? Because at that moment, the guy sold to me, to my emotion. My logic reasoning was bypassed. It was put aside. Now, sales psychology is about understanding and relating to your customer or client's needs rather than forcing your product or service on your prospect. Understanding and relating to your client and customer's need. A lot of us, when we want to sell, we sell with our mindset, meaning we sell assuming that the person you are selling to actually needs what you are selling to them.
Antonia Iluabache, and I am
assuming. You sell assuming the person you are selling to actually what needs what you are selling to them, which is what totally wrong. Now, so what exactly does it take to sell a product or service? Understanding. If you can hear me, let me know you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Just type I can hear you. Type I can hear you. Let me know you can hear me. Type I can hear you. Understanding. Understanding is what you need. I've not finished that slide, please. Understanding is what you actually need. And to understand your prospects, you must closely observe what they think, how they think, what they feel, and why they feel the way they feel. I'll say it again. You must closely observe what they think, how they think, what they feel, and why they feel the way they feel. If you can understand this, selling to your prospect is going to be easy because you are not selling from your own mindset. Now, look at this quote. This quote says, people buy you first before they buy what you are selling. And that is the truth. When you sell any product, people buy you first before they buy what you're selling. Meaning, can you or how well do you relate? How well do they click to you? How well do they like you? So these are things that actually help people to buy. Next slide, please. Now, there's something you need to understand when it comes to buyer psychology. Now, these are the rationale. These are the things that actually make people to actually buy what you're selling. Now, don't forget I said something. I said to understand your prospect, you must closely observe what they think, how they think, what they feel, and why they feel the way they feel. That's 4 in 1. What they think, how they think, then what they feel, and how they feel, and why they feel the way they feel. Because if you can understand this, then you'll be able to put the right products in front of the right client with the right strategy. Because it's not just about selling. There's a strategy to selling, and there is a connection base. You have to put the right product before the right people. If you can do that, then it makes your selling easy. Now, what are those things? Why do people buy? Now, we're looking at the first one is what? Social. Now, connected to our innate need to like the same thing as our peers. Connected to what? A large percentage of buyers rely on recommendation from friends and family members before making a purchase. Now, a large number of people. Now, for example, a lot of us don't just buy products because we want to buy them. For example, you have a friend, you belong to a community, you belong to a group, you belong to a class or something, and you see your friend, oh, BC, I just bought this particular product. Oh, BC, I like the bag. Where do you get the bag from? Oh, I bought the bag from so place. What happens? Oh, if you go there, how much did you buy it? Now, I love it. I'll get one. Now, what has happened? BC has actually made a buying impulse based on what? You are making a buying impulse based on your friend's recommendation, which is BC. So if BC told you the bag is bad, is this, is that, trust me, you are not buying. Why? Because you got that recommendation from BC. For example, you belong to a particular society, and members of the society there. That's why most times when they make sales in cooperative, this is what makes cooperative sales very important. For those that are going to cooperative, you need to understand how cooperative sales work. You don't just think you take a product to cooperative and say it's 200,000, it's cheap, and they buy from you. No. There are some key decision makers you need to get access to. There are some people that when they say this is what we are buying, everybody buys. So you need to understand who are these people within this society. Who are these people within this strata? Once you can get them, then it's easier for you to also make the sales. That's why I say a lot of people, they go down to cooperatives, they go back and forth, they go up and down, they don't make sales. Why? Because they've not understood that these guys make decisions based on somebody. So when you are selling to a society or to a gathering that is influenced by people within that community, you need to know who are these decision makers so they will help your sales come faster. Number 2, commitment. Why? We're looking at buyers psychology. Buyer psychology, why do people buy? Now, commitment. Now, this refers to the need to make a change in your life. The person may want to quit smoking or lose weight. Now, marketing effort will tap into the person's need to prove that they can remain committed to his or her goal. For example, I'm trying to sell products to what? People that want to become landlords. Now, for example, maybe I meet a clique of people, a clique of friends, teacher, whatever it is, and they want to become landlords. And they tell you, oh, I'd like to own a property in the next 3 months. My dear, this need or this commitment they are trying to go into, it helps you to do what? To make your sales easy. That is why you notice people that go to the gym, when they go to the gym, people that actually own this gym, apart from paying for gym and services, they add extra products like tea, green tea, this tummy bed, this keeping rope, and that and that. Why? Because people that come around there, they have a commitment to what? To actually what? Either lose weight or gain weight or build muscles. So whatever you are selling that is in line with that commitment, it makes your sales easy. For example, if you are telling me you want to hold property in Dubai or in the UK, trust me, because you made up your mind to own property in Dubai or the UK, selling to you will be easy, because I just need to put the right product with the right strategy in your face, and we close transaction. Now, the third one is authority. Now, the buyer is persuaded by individuals who are known as experts in their industry or by industry authorities. For instance, many advertisements for toothpaste state that the product is endorsed by the Dental Association and it is a trusted brand. Now, this is part of why people buy something. Don't forget, a lot of us, when you are buying something, you ask, where's the NAFDAC sign? Where's the NAFDAC this one? Where's the FCD? Where's this? Where's that? Why? Because you feel that if those guys have their stamp on it, it is what? It is certified. So selling to such people, when you have a certified product, for example, a client tell you, I want to buy CFO, or what title document are they looking at? See, those ones will also help you to be able to push out your sales. So you need to understand that what authority are you selling? Or for example, again, look at the Ibejuleki axis for those that are selling, but for us that are selling Ibejuleki, you know something? The word the New Lagos. The New Lagos. Now, the New Lagos is an acronym that has given what? Rise to sales and development in that axis. Why? Because the presence of government alone there and individual investment of Dangote and the rest has pushed that particular location to what? To be what? A ready to sell environment. Unlike where you have Ajagbadi, where you have Okoko Michael, you have all those other areas. The way the sales is going there and here is not the same thing. Why? Because of that authority stamp. That authority that is on that particular location. The next one, liking. These deals with purchasing a product due to the positive emotional response to the person selling. This is the reason many marketing companies use celebrities in their ads. Now, let me tell you something. A lot of people sell things based on what? Liking who, if they like your face. That's why he saw the first quote. He says, people don't buy what you are selling. People buy you that you are selling. People don't buy what you are selling. People buy you that you are selling. That's why if you notice, part of the strategy we put on ground to help us drive sales for our G&A members, for everybody, we use celebrities, we bring them on board. Now, if you find out that a lot of the audience that you're reaching out to, they love that celebrity, they would buy what they are selling. Because in their subconscious mind, they already have feelings, they have emotions, or they like or they love that person selling. It's very important. It's very, very important. This is another strategy you need to be able to position yourself to understand. That's why a lot of you, when you are selling, some of us, the way we do our face, trust me, you cannot sell. It's not a cost. Even the way you appear, your appearance alone, people will be wondering, what are you selling? Some of us, we sell products of 100 million, and you're looking like 10,000, or you're looking like 100,000. Come on, who does that? You are marketing a product of what? 500 million, product of 50 million, product of 30 million, of 20 million, even of 1 million, and you're looking at 10,000. How do you think you sell? So you need to understand that people before they like your product, they like you. What is the swag? What is the vibe? What are you bringing to the table? That's why a lot of people now, if you find that people that are very enthusiastic, people that they carry this energy when they are talking, when they will always get attention. Why? Because they drive. There's a drive. There's no how you see them talking like, wow, I like this guy. Oh, I love this lady. Oh, I like the way she smiles. Oh, I like the way she talks. Why? Because of what? A personality. So you need to be able to what? Attract people, or for them to like you, to buy from you. The next one is unity. Marketing campaigns focus on fulfilling the need for the community. Now, for instance, an ad may target fans of a particular sport team. Now, people also buy because of what? They want to belong, because of unity. Oh, I want to support this. For example, when you make sales now, I don't know, there are some products you buy. When you buy them, they tell you for every product you buy, you send one child to school. For every one product you buy, you send one child to school. For every this you do, you give back food to so and so. Now, these are people that want to also belong to that cause. They want to be united to it. They want to move in direction of that cause. They will buy because of that drive. The next one is what? Scarcity. Now, the key motivator for the buyer is the fear of he or she missing out. We call it FOMO. Now, this is the reason sales companies often use the phrase like limited offer now. So people buy because of what? The scarcity mentality, the fear of missing out. Now, look at what happened. We did our 7th anniversary promo offer, and we did an offer for just 7 people. Trust me, it was for 7 people. But do you know the shocking thing? We had that thing was oversubscribed. The first 24 hours, over 10 people had already paid. They know it for 7 people. They went ahead to pay. Why? Because they know that this thing, I will not get this opportunity again. So that is one thing you need to understand when you are preparing your sales script, your sales package, whatever it is you're putting together, that has to be a guide also. And the last one is what? Reciprocity. Now, this basically means the focus of what? The focus is on the emotional need to give something back. An example is if you give, for example, you go to a place now, you're buying stuff, they tell you, oh, test this product. Test it. This is one thing the suya guys do very well. For those that buy suya, if you are traveling on, or you are moving from Lagos to Benin and all those long trips, those suya guys, the strategy works every time. But for someone like me, I think I have decoded, so I can eat your suya and go away. But this truth is, the strategy is very simple. It's for you to test. And when you test it, you feel indebted to them to buy. So the same thing, how do you put these things together that helps you to understand that this is just little, this is just a little, this is not the whole thing, but I just try to help you to put it in the right perspective of of the buyer psychology. That means how buyers think, how the buyers really think. Now, you can look at this. Next slide, please. Why do people buy? Why do people buy? Yes, why do people buy? Now, understanding and relating your customers' needs is the cornerstone of good marketing. Now, people want to be understood, and being able to relate on a social level can increase your chances of making a sale. People want to be understood. People are not buying because you think what you have is what they need. People want you to understand that what they need is what you have. That is it. I'll say it again. People are not buying because they think what you have is what they need. No. People want you to know that what they need is what you have. Next slide, please. Are you there? Now, why do people buy? I'm going to summarize this into 3 simple states. And the first one, like I said again, people want to be understood, and being able to relate with them through your brand can easily increase your probability of making the sales. Now, sales professionals can tap into customers' emotions as a way to close sales. Now, the first reason why people buy is called FOMO. I mentioned this earlier. FOMOphobia, fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. Now, let me tell you what happens. Imagine you are launching a new location. Now, yes, thank you very much. Let me use Berry Beachfront as an example. When we did the pre-launch of Berry Beachfront in 2018, the pre-launch offer was 1.5. The value then was 3 million. The pre-launch offer was 1.5 million naira. As at 2018, we started selling. Now, that same offer, as at early 2020, we got sold out at 9 million naira. Listen to me. Some people bought 1 acre, 2 acres at what? As at the pre-launch offer in 2018. Then, as at 2020, that phase sold out at 9 million naira. 9 million, 1.5. What is the difference? Anybody? 9 million, 1.5. That's a whooping sum of what? 7.5 million naira. 2020, due to popular demand, we got phase 2, the extension. We got the extension, got more plots. It started selling again, and as at early this year, we got sold out at 15 million. Due to popular demand, we got the last phase of more plots, and we're selling for 15 million. Now, let me tell you something. As I speak to you right now, the plot is going for 16.7 million naira. I have some people, some clients that came to meet me and said, when they were selling for 1.5, I was aware. Now, they sold for 7.5. They sold for 9 million. I was aware. Now that is 15 million. What can you do? Now, these guys are already were on the phomophobia stage. Like, I was there when they started selling at this price. And now, please, I must not miss this particular offer. So phomophobia will allow people to not want to miss out on opportunities. They jump on it once they have the opportunity to. Now, the next thing is this. What other people are saying? What are people's testimony? Now, sharing customers' review or testimonies from the same industry as a prospect, it will highly influence them to purchase your product. Have you ever wondered why they preach, why they do testimony before the message? Have you ever wondered why when you're in the church and the pastor is preaching and he does testimony before the message? Have you ever known that? Now, it is to prepare the mind of people, because someone said last week, Sunday, pastor was preaching and he said something and I caught the word and I got my testimony. So the same thing, when you get a client, you get a customer review. Problem with us is that a lot of us don't get our customer review. Once you set the land, you collect your commission, you forget the client. You don't even go back to ask for customer review, which doesn't help your own brand. So you need to always get customer review from every client that bought from you. Oh, sir, can you please send me a video? Can you send me this? Can you send me that? Then you do a compilation of the clients you have helped, and you bring it out and say, these are clients that have helped to build an investment in real estate. I can also help you just like I helped Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C. What are you waiting for? Call my number now and I'll get you started. My dear, you will sell. I'm not making out. You will sell. That script is raw. You will make sales on the go. Testimonies and customer review are very important. The last one is what? People you know, like, and trust. Now, we are more likely to say yes if we like the person who is selling it. Now, this is why many celebrities are used to endorse brands. Think of all the fans that will buy a product because they adore the person endorsing the product. Now, imagine, what do you call it? Imagine, look at what happened when Davido was doing his birthday and he asked for money to come in. See, that thing was like a stunt, like an advert stunt, and it went all the way for Wema Alert. Trust me, because of that particular thing, Wema Alert got a jump. A lot of people subscribed to. They signed up on Wema Alert. Now, the same thing, the same offer we're talking about. People you know. Now, for you that are real estate, it's called Power Base. Get a Power Base. Power Base is the list of people. Now, in my Power Base, I have two categories of people. I have buyers and I have bridges. I call them the two Bs. I have buyers and I have bridges. I have buyers and I have bridges. I have buyers and I have bridges. Buyers are people that I know. For example, I can come up with 4 columns. The first column has a family. I name it family, where I put names of people within my family, my uncle, my aunties, my cousins that I think or I feel they have the capacity to buy my product. I put their name there. Then within that my same family, I look at who are those people that I feel they know people that can buy. They might not be able to buy, but they know people that can buy. They can refer people to me. I put their name there. The second one, I call it what? Association. That's FA. Second one is A. Now, association of what? Now, if I belong to any association, what association do I belong to? Either professional or artisan. I can be maybe an engineer, maybe I'm a doctor, I'm a medical practitioner, or I'm a banker. So whatever association you belong to, you put the names. How many people do you think can buy from you? Get their names. Then those that you think can also refer people to you, that's the bridges. You get their names, put them together on that same spot. That is what the two. The third one is what? Is religion. Religion. Now, for those that belong to, whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you are whatever, you're a pagan, or whatever other religion you belong to, how many people within your religion can buy the product you're selling? Get their name there. How many people in your religion can also refer you to people that can buy from you? That's what religion. Then the last one is N, neighborhood. Now, how many people within your neighborhood, your estate, your community have the capacity to buy what you're selling or invest with you? Write their names there. Now, how many people within your community know people that can buy from you? Put them together. That's called power base. It's called what? Power base. Now, that is a list you need to jump on immediately to start selling. It is easier to sell to people that know you than to people that don't know you. I'll say it again to you. It is easier to sell to people that know you than to people that don't know you. It is something you need to understand, and that's how it works in the market. Next slide, please. What are the 5 basic principles of selling? 5 basic principles of selling. Now, experts have been trying for years to figure out the best principle for sales, and all of them come back to understanding psychology of selling. Simply put, the 5 basic principles of selling are, next slide, please. The first part you need to understand is what? Marketing and sales funnel. Marketing and sales funnel. Marketing and sales funnel. Now, let me say this to you. If you are a salesperson and everything you do about sales is only here or only in your mind, that means you don't have a book. You don't have where you draw out your sales plan. You're wasting your time. You will not make sales enough. Yes, I can say this to you. You can find it out. Because every top salesman, they sit down and draw out the process. See, you need to understand the process from point A to point B to point C to point D to point N. And that's what you call what? The marketing and sales funnel. Now, the first one you need to understand is this sales funnel is divided into 2. We have the marketing and the sales. Now, under marketing, the first one is awareness. How captivating is your product or your brand? Does it have the right capacity to attract the right people? Awareness. Awareness is when somebody sees your post, sees your advert, sees your write-up, or sees you for the first time. If they meet with you in an elevator, I'm meeting with you for the first time. Awareness. Now, from the awareness, it moves to interest. Now, if you catch my attention, that means I'm interested in what you're saying. I might want to give you what? An appointment. I might want to book an appointment with you. I might want to listen to you. Now, from interest to what? To desire. Now, what you showed me is something I now feel I need. It's something I feel, oh, I'm desiring this. Oh, I've been looking for this. I want it. Now, from desire, it moves to what? Action. Now, action there is the point of what? Either telling you, okay, send me a subscription form, or come and present to this, or come and talk to me, or let's meet at social place, this and that and that. Then what? Conversion. Conversion is the point where you sold me out. Yes, I have agreed. This point is a point of what? No return. I've agreed. My mind is made up. I'm buying the product. I've closed transaction. Or I've closed the whole this thing. It's no longer what? I'm no longer your prospect. Kind of. It is what? We're in the final place of closing out. Praise, awareness, interest. Thank you very much. Desire. Yes. Action. Thank you very much. Now, conversion is the last point. The last point between what? Making commitments. Now, conversion and commitment. Now, let me tell you, if you can move a client from awareness down to action, action is the last point. Now, let me give you this. This is not on my slide. For you to actually know if a client has the capacity, I have an acronym I call RAW. You have to be able to weigh the client. Now, RAW means RAW, ready, able, and willing. Is the client ready to buy? Is he able to buy? Able means what? The financial power, capacity. Booba, he has money. Yes. Is he ready to buy? And what? Willing means his mind is made up. There is no going back. This is the point of conversion. He has gone to the point of no return. The only return there is what? Is to close transaction. So commitment Commitment is when they get activated. Oh, okay, fill this form, send a mail, call this number, say this. And the last part is what? Is the sales. That's the closing. Then they have dropped the money. The money comes in. And what? After that part, they can now become what? Become loyal. They refer more people to you. Now, this, you need to understand this. If you don't understand this, you will make all your marketing, all your sales plan without, see, you need to know from when you start discussion, when are you going to do what, give him what, create that desire. Under some other form of marketing funnel, you see awareness, you see offer. Offer. When are you going to give him that offer? When? You need to know the point of when to bring the offer in. A lot of us, we make that mistake. You start talking with the client, and the client is telling you, "Hello, how you doing? Oh, okay, can you call me back? Oh, I'll call you back, sir. Okay, I'll do this." There's no call you back. You need to be in charge of the conversation. You need to put everything from phase one to the ending. Do you get it now? So you know when the sales is dropping in. That's very, very important for you. Do you get it now? Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, back to the principles again. One, you need to build rapport. One is what you have to build rapport. Now, it's one thing knowing your target market and demographic, but when it comes to individual sales, you need to build a relationship with each client. The more you listen, the more you understand their needs, and the better equipped you are to make them what, to meet those needs. As you listen proactively, you will also build trust with your clients. Like I would tell any of my students or any of my team members, you don't have a premeditated mind or pre-organized mind or pre-planned script when you call people. You don't. Because if you come with a pre-planned script, there will be a challenge. Because what you'll be doing is called garbage in, garbage out. You will not be listening to what the client is saying. You will not be able to answer the questions that the clients have. And you will not be able to get the attention of that client. So most times what you do is come in with an open dialogue, what, conversation, where you are able to interact, find out what the client wants, what they need, what their interest is, and you are able to provide solution to them. So that's what they call build rapport. Now, building rapport, don't get this wrong. A lot of people think if I meet you for the first time, I cannot sell to you. I don't really believe in that particular pattern. Now, if I'm meeting for the first time, it depends on the relationship or the in-depth of our conversation. Meaning, if I meet a client that is already committed, meaning the client's mind is already made up, he knows what he wants already. Get it right. Don't forget, I mentioned buyer psychology. So if I meet a client that is already committed, meaning he has made up his mind, is in need of a 5-bedroom duplex. That is what the client wants. It's not as if I want to convince him to buy the 5-bedroom. No, no, no. His mind is made up already. All I need to do is to place the right product before him and give him the right reason to close out. So even if I'm meeting for the first time, I can still close out sales with him. I have done that on phone, meeting a client for the first time on phone, and you close out sales with them without even knowing them from Adam. Yes, because I already built the rapport. Because I've had a lot of people say building rapport means I meet you for the first time, I just collect your number, and I greet you, and I call you later, and we move on. No, 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 no. That's why you need to understand the buyer psychology. Because there are many reasons why they need to buy. If it is someone that, for now, I'm just meeting you, you are a rookie, you've not yet made up your mind, it's good. I can build relationship so I don't look desperate. But if I'm meeting a committed buyer, committed people are people that they know what they want already. It is clear. They tell you, I want A, B, C. I have been looking for this. I've gone here. I've gone. See, that kind of client, it just close. It's called closure. No need to waste time going back and front. Make sure you bring the right product to their face. Then the other principle of selling is what? Be consumer focused. Be consumer what? Focus. Be consumer focus. When you market your product or service, remember that it is not about the product. It's about the consumer. Putting them in the center of your sales approach by addressing their needs is far more likely to succeed than boasting about how wonderful your products or service are. A lot of us we make some of that mistake when you are selling to people. oh, it is green and smart, it is green and smart, it is green and smart. You're not listening to what the client is saying. Be more consumer focused. Let them tell you what they want. Let them tell you why they want it. Let them tell you when they want it. Then you can now advise how, where they can get what they actually want. And then you can now relate it to you. Being consumer focused is just like also saying edu-selling. You educate them. You educate them. It's very important. You educate your client and it's easier. The next one is what? Gain credibility. Gain credibility. Credibility is achieved when you have the customer's trust and can speak with authority or expertise. If you have enough knowledge and speak with enough confidence, a lot of us, we might know the product very well, but the challenge with us is that we don't have that credibility because we always speak timidly. You come to a client and you are sounding as if you are a learner. You should come and sound like a professional. Come and speak like what? A professional. There are some terminologies you need to begin to use in conversation. Don't just tell them, come and buy land. When you buy this land here, don't worry, your land, you will get good return. No, 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 no. Come and do what? You need to invest. Look at the same word. Sir, you need to invest in this location because this location has the ability to what? To give you a calculation of what? Or between 100 to 500% return in the next 3 to 5 years. Sir, I'm sounding professional. So you need to understand there are some terminologies you need to use in that aspect when moving your conversation about with your client. The next one is what? Be generous. Making sales is only a small part of sales. Ideally, you want your customers to return and recommend your business. It could mean adding a personalized gift or special touch. Now, what does this mean? After the sales, don't go to sleep. Appreciate your clients. If you need to get them a bottle of wine, if you need to get them a big cake, if you need to get them something to say thank you for buying from me, thank you for giving me the opportunity to start your investment, thank you for making me your go-to guy. Trust me, that singular attitude will open up more sales for you. You can go and try it. Trust me. Now, next one is what? Relationship between cost and value. People innately understand that value comes with a price tag. If prospects think your product are too expensive, then there is a good chance you haven't created enough what? Good value. And that is what we do. You need to create enough value that the price would be irrelevant to your prospect. You need to create enough value. Now, when you talk about value, there are 3 things you need to put into consideration. You put in the features, you put in the benefits, and what? The advantage. Features, benefit, and advantage. Advantage is the comparison of your product versus competitors. That is what you look at as the advantage. What is the advantage of buying from you instead of buying from other people? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. And when you've doing all these ones, the easiest way you can understand this principle is by writing out what the buyer's personnel. This buyer persona. Now, this buyer persona is something you need to have so that it can be able to help you to guide you to know the kind of client, what is their age range, what is their professional information, their goals, their challenges, where they are, values and fears, negative infos. Now, if you can sit down and write out all these things about your client, it will help you to what? Create the right market map for your client. So you know where they are. You know who is supposed to buy from you. You know the kind of caliber of people you are supposed to reach out to, depending on the product you are selling. You know where to go to. You know where to meet them. It makes your job easier. This helps you with the right mind frame and mind size for what? For sales. It's very important you understand this. I'm going to fast right now. Next slide, please. I need to wrap up. Now, the golden rule of sales, it says what? Treat the customer the way you want to be treated. That is the golden rule of sales. Just like the Bible says, do unto others what you want them to do unto you. And I can simply say, put yourself in the shoes of your customer. Put yourself in the shoes of your customer. Now, this is very important because if you put yourself in the shoes of your customer, you want to treat them the way you want to be treated. It's something that's very, very important. Next slide, please. I think this is the last slide, if I'm correct. Yes, finally, we are the question and answer segment. I'm going to also say this so you can understand what I'm saying. A lot of us, okay, you can take out the slide. You can take out the slide right now. So a lot of us, we say some things like, I've been trying to sell, I've done this, I've done that, I don't know how to sell. See, let me tell you something. You can't give what you don't have. I'll say it again. You can't give what you don't have. There's this Yoruba that said, is it the ominu or something? Is the water inside? I don't know how to say this Yoruba now, this proverb, but it is what you have inside. It is this thing inside. You used to carry the one outside. If you understand it, that's good. The thing is, what I'm saying is that you can't sell what you don't understand. You want to make sales, you want to sell particular products. They just send you the flyer, you just pick the flyer, you just read, oh, location, oh, landmark, oh, this, oh, that. That's everything about the product. And you just begin to post and blast. They say you do BC, you do 100 BC per day, 1,000 BC per day, and you say you're not selling. Yes, because you need to understand the product, understand the market, understand who should buy from you. Understand? See, when you understand all this, it's easier for you to now move into the market than moving to the market and coming back disappointed. So it's very, very important you understand what you want to sell. Now, I'm going to pick a particular location right now, and I'm going to give you a lot of features, landmark about that particular location, and why or how it can help you to understand, to move your sales forward. Now, I'll be picking Ikorodu. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, listen to me very well. Ikorodu is the gateway city to Lagos from other states. Don't forget, Lagos is just beside the water. Lagos is beside the water. But if you look at the map of Lagos, you can enter Lagos from locations. You can enter from Badagry. Yes, very good, separate. You can enter from, what do you call it? From towards that Apapa axis. Very good. Then you can enter from Ikorodu from 2 ways or 3 ways that you can move around. Now, if you're coming from Abuja, from that axis, you can come in through the Ibadan axis is there. If you are coming in from, what do you call it, from the east, Benin, you have that axis there, you still come to Ikorodu. You are even going to, when you are coming to Lagos, through Ekpe, through Ikorodu again, you are going to the island. You see coming to that same Ikorodu. Ikorodu is a strategic city in the map of Lagos. And the government of Lagos understand this. And that's why you see the 4th mainland bridge is connecting that what? Connecting that location with where? With Ikorodu. You see, there's another bridge. Now, in Ikorodu again, let me give you space or places in Ikorodu that you can invest your money in and go to sleep. And by the grace of God, I've once lived in Ikorodu. I lived in Ikorodu for over 20 years. That's since 2000. Is it 20 years? Up to 20 years? Yes. Since 2000, I left Ikorodu 2020. Yeah, that's 20 years. And I literally saw Ikorodu what? Grow and develop in my face. A lot of industries and factories you are seeing in that city today, they sprung up. I remember when we came to Ikorodu, it was nothing. It was just there. There were enough bushes. It was still one way. That means it was a dual lane. Just one lane, going and coming. It's just going and coming. Yes, it was still going and coming as at that time. But today, the city has transformed based on what? Based on the development within that location. Now, the problem they now have in Ikorodu that there's no more land within the Ikorodu. Now, people are now moving towards where? Towards Shagam, towards Ogun State, Ogijo, Italu, Dogi. They are moving inter, and some are even going towards Maya. They are going towards the Jebo, the axis. Why? Because that location is the next place they can move into, and people see that work on the island, live in Ikorodu. So what does this mean to you? Now, this means if you have any investment in that location, you can be quite sure that in the next 2 to 5 years to 10 years, you can get nothing less than 300 to 500% return of your investment. Now, I'm going to use our own investment there as an example. Yeah, my dad actually bought a property in that location. Now he has over he has some properties in Ikorodu right now, and the particular one where he stays, when he bought that particular property, he bought it at what? At five. He bought it at 120,000 naira for that plot. Today, in that same estate where he lives, if you don't have 15 to 20 million, you can't buy. You will not even see a plot. But in case you see, not less than 15 to 20 million before you can get. Now look at the mathematics: 15 million and 120,000. I did the same thing. So what am I saying? Now, if you understand this analysis very well, now looking at the development ratio coming up also in Agric. Agric is a very, very important location on the map of Ikorodu because it connects Ikorodu with what? With Lagos Ibadan Expressway. It connects with, from there you can bust out at Italuo, at Agbede, deeper into that place, and this place development is also coming to. And from there also you can take ferry to the what? To the island. So what is happening in that axis is that the development coming up there is massive, meaning anybody that wants to buy property, you need to understand that from a Greek to my 12, if there is no traffic, it's a 25 minutes drive. You can trust me, I've done that before. It's 25 minutes drive if there is no traffic. It's something that moves on the go. And what am I saying? Gtext homes, we don't just buy properties anywhere. We buy where we are sure our clients can get return of investment. That's why come on Saturday, 29th of October, we would be allocating and also what? Inspecting that particular location. And if you don't know, there is something on the ground on table right now for those first five people to call, to send interested to the number they will type on the screen. That's 081 3932 44 39 38 64 10. 081 39 38 64 10. You'll be keying into just five slots for for Sapphire Water City. Sapphire Water City is one of the best estates you can ever think about because that place is going to be a masterpiece. We're going to be having a private jetty on that particular location for those that are living there. That way you can take a boat from there to the island. Also, this means all the traffic issues, all the headache of traffic, you are cut off from it, you are safe from it. Also, we're having you'll be having artificial lake within the estate also. We're having artificial lake within the estate also. Also, we're having other things all attached to it. So all you need to do is to call the number on the screen. Call the number on the screen, 081 39 38 64 10. 081 39 38 64. Can you hear me? 081 39 38 64 0. Call that number. You're going to get 30% discount off if you are buying one plot. If you are buying 1 acre, you're going to get 50% discount off if you are buying 1 acre from just 5 people. 5 people, and that's something you need to understand. That's something that is on ground right now, and the advantage is that it's a dream. The advantage is that in that particular location where you're living, you are connected to any part of Lagos and outside Lagos in minutes. You can get to Ibadan, Lagos Ibadan Expressway in minutes. You can, if you want to move, you can also get to the island in minutes if you are going with the boat. You also get where you want to go outside Lagos in minutes. So all this long traffic you see at the Lagos Ibadan Expressway that you feel you get to bypass all of them, and that's something you will take advantage of. In case you have any client that is ready to buy that particular property, on Saturday we'll be allocating again and inspecting that location. We'll be at Sapphire. So if you want to also join us for that inspection, you also send inspection to that same number, and we'll be available to take you there. Thank you very much. Is there any question on the screen? Is there any question? Is there any question? Now, this particular program was brought to you by Gtext and Associate. We are the marketing arm of Gtext Homes and Gtext Holdings, other subsidiaries, where we help you build wealth, transgenerational wealth from the investment from real estate in real estate. And that's why we are here. So if you want to also join us, you want to become a member of our G&A platform, you want to sell for us and also get referral. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Yes, Madam Ruth, thank you very much. You want to join us? It's very simple. Just go to our website, www.gtextandassociates.com, and register today for free. Let's quickly watch this advert. Can you guys play the advert for Gtext and Associate?
For Gtext Holdings, and I'm telling you, hi guys, my name is Antonia Iluabache and I am the Global GNA Community Manager for Gtext Holdings, and I'm telling you, it is a fantastic, amazing place to be. We are a community of great entrepreneurs, the best business gurus and fantastic consultants from all around the world. We are located here in Nigeria, our hometown, and of course we say Africa to the world. And of course, we have our offices located in Dubai, UK, and US. What are you waiting for? We were welcoming you today. You are the next billionaire, of course. You are the next billionaire. I'm talking to you. You are the next billionaire. So, you know what? We have, I'm going to walk you through some of the real estate opportunities that we have. We always say we give you 100% guarantee on all your investments with us, starting, of course, with the land and homes. And then we're going into properties and apartments in different to grow your wealth from generation to generation. That's what we believe, and that's what we're teaching, that's what we're expanding and providing for everybody and every family. We are also going to be welcoming embassies from around the world. We're going to be welcoming organizations, communities, and even cooperatives, individuals and families. We love to build, and we know that you're the next billionaire to be built. You might not know that you have the next billionaire potential, and we see that potential in you. We welcome you today to Gtext Holdings, and we love you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for joining our community. We love you. Thank you.
Naira. Now today, this same estate is selling for 9 million naira. 5 years from now, this estate will be worth approximately 50 million naira. Hello beautiful people, this is to inform you that something beautiful is coming up this weekend on the 29th of October 2022. This Saturday, we'll be having our mass inspection at Sapphire Water City, Ikorodu. This is the first estate Gtext Homes acquired. You know they say, seeing is believing. This is an opportunity for you to visit this estate yourself. You can join us live or virtually. Contact the number showing on your screen. Bye-bye.